In today's video, we are reacting to JANN. Promise it's the Chillizet live section. Let's get into it.
Jan na żywo
Got a comment
ze
to react to this,
studia
so, you know.
Chillizet.
Oh, man. I like that guy's voice. Okay. I love those kind of footstep sounds. Just the subtle synths there.
You said that you'll be there when I get home.
Okay.
You'll do the laundry, cook the meal for all.
What a beautiful voice.
But it's me, the guy that cried the garden when I'm here.
Love bringing in those
All I hear is silence
drums there.
that you left when you disappeared.
So off rip, you know, you can notice a couple things about whether or not some of these things are live, and I'm guessing the synth part is not live. That's, you know, wow, big astute revelation there. You know, you can tell that the drums sound live. The produced part of it, which is the synths, those aren't live. They sound very good though. They sound like icy almost. These icy kind of colder synths that are just slightly pitch bending. I love it. I love it. It's nice. JANN has a beautiful voice. Maybe I need to listen better, but I haven't heard that bass yet.
Left when you disappeared. Why didn't you say that you wouldn't stay with me forever like then? On the day your face met me, I don't even care why you had to leave, baby. You tear me apart, look how selfish you are. Left me behind when I gave you my life. Where are you now?
Haunting
Was
synths.
supposed to tell them how. Then you promised that you wouldn't leave before me. Tell me why you couldn't keep your promise.
Very synth heavy song so far. I like it. I'm trying. I haven't really made out all the lyrics, and I'm wondering if that is a product of it being live, because you know, like I said, you can tell when some things are live, and I heard like maybe one wrong note or so, which, you know, it's live. You're not going to hit everything right every single time. That takes a lot of skill to be able to do. And honestly, I think I said this in an Olivia Rodrigo reaction, that I feel like it's more noble to do it without the auto-tune, so then it's more of a way to get exposed for mistakes. But if you do it right, then you get more respect, which it's just, I don't know. It's cool. I like it. Besides that, I think I've picked out where the guitar is. It's not, I don't think it's a bass. I think it's just more of a guitar. I'm just trying to figure out what the sound is though. It's an interesting guitar sound. It's not, you know, too heavy on the electric side, but it's very plucky. Very plucky. I like that sound. JANN in this production has a lot of interesting sounds. None that really, to me, stand out right now in terms of, you know, something that would set JANN apart from the rest. But also it's live, so you have to kind of not necessarily temper your expectations, but not everything is going to be beautifully produced like a studio version would be, you know? Okay. Ooh, those falsettos.
I know that you can't hear me like before, but there are things I think you need to know. The things that you would know if you would just wait a little more. But you don't like to wait.
how we've kind of built up in this verse so far more production than the first verse. And you know, I think I've mentioned this in my breakdowns before. There's always, in the second verse, there's usually at least some kind of addition to the sound to make it interesting and different, you know? I don't remember hearing the I don't remember hearing that. And you can hear that it's produced. And honestly, I'm starting to wonder how little they're actually doing live. And not that that's a bad thing, you know. It's hard to pull off a very synth heavy and synthesized song live. You can. It's not impossible, but it's harder to do that than, say, you know, something from maybe 70s, 80s, say ABBA. Like ABBA, you know, they do have some produced parts, but a lot of it is made so they can play it live. And there, you know, no fault to that. That's awesome. You know, we love ABBA live on this channel, but something like this, the more new techno-ish, not really techno, but you know, more synthesized era, it's harder to pull that off live. So it makes sense. It makes sense that not everything is going to be live, and honestly, it makes sense that actually a minimal part of it will be live. But it sounds good. From what I can hear, it sounds good. I like the synths that are panned to the side. It's very synth heavy. That's a lot of what I can say. I don't know. It's a live video, so I don't know if I should be paying attention to the video. If you feel like I missed something, let me know. But I think Jann's voice is really what sticks out to me here. Nothing really in the production side. Just I keep coming back to that in my head of Jann's voice being in that low alto range. And I feel like that's a rare voice to have in that specific low alto range where it sounds good. And Jann can hit those falsettos as well in that humming section, which I love that humming section, by the way. That probably to me is my favorite part of the song so far. But Jann's voice is just something special. I mean, not many people put out sound with this kind of voice. So it's fun, and that's the breath of fresh air in this song, I think.
You wouldn't stay with me forever like that. On a day you first met me, I don't even care why you had to leave, baby.
Ooh, kind of operatic.
Look how selfish you were. Left me behind when I gave you my life. Where are you now? How am I supposed to tell them how?
Little nerdy percussion moment. That's a nice cymbal. Actually, that drummer has two nice cymbals. That first cymbal, which has all those holes in it, I couldn't necessarily tell you what it does to affect the sound. The only thing I can kind of guess is that since the sound kind of comes from the entirety of the cymbal vibrating, I assume that it maybe breaks up the vibrations to kind of create somewhat of a different sound. Still that metallic cymbal sound that you know and love, but just creates more, maybe less reverb to it. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I like it. Just a little nerdy percussion moment. Also that operatic part from Jann, just insane. Insanely good. Come on! Sing that! The ability to pause, there you go. The ability to pull that off is something special. Now, this is where the ability to do things live really pays off, because up until now I was like, okay, you know, that's interesting, some nice synths, you know, but not a lot of it's really live. Like I was kind of telling you, that rock section is exactly why live is so good, and that's why people enjoy live sections, because, or live sessions really, is because you can have those drums sounding live and sounding beautiful, and it's not too produced to the point where it's not real. Those drums sound real, the guitars sound so real. It's just the realness of it is what makes it so special. But the fact that they're able to pull it off in to that level is special. Now, obviously, you know, it's not unheard of, you know, people can do it. It's still special, and it's not easy. Try picking up a guitar or a drum and doing what they just did. It is fantastic. Not to mention Jann's vocal range, kind of now going up more to the higher alto, maybe lower soprano range. Goodness gracious, that vocal range is crazy. And then hitting the higher notes is, oh my gosh. It has to be at least 3 octaves, right? Am I just that enamored with this performance? Goodness, I kind of want to reload that whole part. Woo! My gosh, that is so impressive. Also, you hear the subtle harmonies in the background from probably the live mix that they sent.
Chillizet live session. JANN.
Oh man, that's fantastic. Jann's great. Let me know if you want me to listen to this as a studio version, or even, you know, listen to some more live. Let me know. Comment down below.